Welcome to Let's Do Yoga with Joanne, and I'm Joanne. So today, I've been asked a few times, like, how beneficial really is yoga? So I just have to ask you to Google it. Like, if you go online and you ask that question, what benefits does yoga have for your physical, mental, emotional well-being? You'll be met with a barrage of researched information proving that, yoga is actually really where it's at. And especially for us older adults, because we can develop strength and flexibility safely. I mean, that's key, right? We don't want to further injury or further exacerbate an existing chronic condition. So you really check it out, because I can't even begin to tell you all the benefits of yoga. So that's an answer to a couple times that question has been asked of me very recently. So today it's all about just taking care of our health, improving our health, that continued journey of taking control. So let's begin with a breathing exercise. And as we inhale, I want you to slowly tense everything in your body, going from the feet up, and then we'll exhale and just release it all really quickly. And I can call out the body parts to help you. So begin a slow inhale, tighten the feet, the calves, the thighs, the butt, that abdominal band, and then get those shoulder blades back and down by bringing the elbows back and down. Tighten the fists and release. Whew. Oh, that was a long inhale. Let's try it again. I'll try and call it out faster now that you know what we're doing. Inhale, feet, calves, thighs, butt, belly, elbows back and down. Tighten the fists and the arms. Release it all. And take a normal breath in there. I always close my eyes. I can just think better during the breathing exercise. Let's try it again, and beginning that long, slow inhale. Tighten the feet, the calves, the thighs, the butt, the belly band. Bring those elbows back and down. Tighten the fists, the forearms, the upper arms, and hold. Release. Oh, okay, that actually feels really good. And you can slowly open your eyes if they were closed. I'm going to begin with my right hand. It looks left to you. And looking at that right hand, I want to make a swoop with my arm. This hand is not going directly above, because that's too much of a neck kind of stretch, right? You don't want to overdo. So I'm kind of making a rainbow arch, following it with my eyes. And so therefore I'm going to have to move my head as well, taking it across the midline and bringing it as much across the body as I can and down to the left-hand side. And then I'm just going to follow it all the way back over to the other side. Let's just take the other hand and try it with the other hand. Going nice and slow. The breath isn't part of it. I'm going to bring that hand up. And you can see I'm not going straight up. I'm kind of taking a nice angled arch, bringing that left hand across the midline, across the body, and down to the right hand side. And then I'm going to take it all the way back. So just getting some neck movement, maybe moving those shoulders a wee bit, getting warmed up as best we can. Open up those knees, placing my hands on the right thigh. I'm just going to try and get that torso a little more over to the right. And I'm going to do 3 cat-cows while I'm here. So that means I lean forward, I look forward, I drop the belly and inhale. On the exhale, I round the back, tuck the tailbone. Really tuck, really round. Inhale, cow, forward, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, cat, round the back and tuck the tailbone. Make sure you tuck the tailbone. Last one, inhale forward. And exhale and tuck. So just a good idea to do that occasionally in your day, maybe right before you get up from the lunch table, just to do some stretching of the back. Take it over to the other side and leaning forward, looking forward, drop the belly and inhale. Really slow down that breathing. On the exhale, you round the back and tuck the tailbone. Inhale, looking forward. Those of us with lower back and thoracic spine pain, round the back and tuck the tailbone. This just feels really good. Once more, inhale. And if you do have lower back, you don't want to drop that belly too far. Well, you'll know that. You'll know when you get there that that's not something you want to do. Round the back and tuck the tailbone. And as always, if I'm ever doing something and you try it and it causes pain, like just back right out of it and come back into the next pose. Okay, I'm going to bring my hands into goal post first of all, so it kind of looks like that. Just want to open up the chest before I even begin. All right, I want to lift that right knee and hug it in. So it might look like this. It might look more like this, but wherever you get it to, hug it in as best you can. That's all we can hope for, right? And then if you can, you keep that leg, that foot off the ground, do the goalpost arms and lift that leg up. Then go ahead and grab it in again or underneath, however it works for you. And open those goalpost arms. So I notice sometimes in my video that my the leg that was set after I broke both those bones in the lower part, it looks kind of funky. And let's open that up. So that's why my foot is always crooked and down. Just broke those bones and it wasn't set straight. I mean, you can see that, right? So my right foot's always doing its own thing. I'm sure you have something on your body that's always doing its own thing as well. Let's try that with the left leg. I want to first lift it up, tuck it in, then I'm going to straighten it out and do the goalpost arms. I want to bring that knee in, tuck it in, and goalpost arms. Bring that knee up, tuck it in, and goalpost arms. Whoa, and put that down. So I could feel that already. And we'll begin our standing flow with a simple sun salutation, and then go into a basic flow. Pretty basic, anyway. You know what, I'm just going to move that a little bit away from the wall so I don't hit the wall when I'm doing this. I want to start in mountain pose. I'll face you to do that. And then we'll do the simple sun salutation 3 times. So beginning in mountain pose, this is the only time I'll get really fussy. I want to lift the toes, open them apart, and suction cup them down. All 4 corners of the feet, I'm going to secure into the ground. And some people say, you know, the feet need to be together further apart. You do you. Whatever stabilizes you. It's nice to get it directly below the hip bone, but wherever you feel the most stable, that's where they need to be actually. Okay, so I've got that all set up, my foot. Now tighten the calves, just like we did in that beginning breath. Tighten the thighs, make sure you can feel that they're tight. Tighten the butt, so everything below the waist is tight. Take that abdominal band between the belly button and the top of the pelvis region. Tighten that up. Get those shoulders over the hips. The elbows come back and down, like the perfect posture. Hips are parallel to the floor. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So we follow the breath. Inhale, the arms come up, all the way up. Hands come together in through the heart center as you exhale, reaching for the chair and bending those elbows, bringing your head below your heart. Inhale, bring that head back above your heart. You never want to leave it below. Exhale, bend the elbows, the head is below the heart, the arms come out to the side, you come all the way up to tall mountain, and we immediately do it again. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold, bend the elbows. Half forward fold, straighten the elbows. Forward fold, bend the elbows, the arms come out to the side, come all the way up to tall mountain, last time through. Hands come together through heart center, forward fold. Half forward fold. Forward fold. Arms to the side, tall mountain. Okay, I think we're warmed up pretty darn good. Let's take table. So table, your hands are above, your wrists are below your shoulders in line. Your ankles are below your knees and your hips. And actually, maybe walk those feet back a little bit and you'll see why in a moment. So my feet are back a little and I'm just going to take one letter C, look to the left hip, and then look to the right hip. And I think our spine is about as ready as it'll ever be. I want to take my right knee to my right elbow and put it down. And then the other side, my left knee to my left elbow and put it down. 2 more times. Right knee, right elbow. Left knee, left elbow. Now I'm going to make it hard, so listen carefully. Right knee, left elbow. Cross the midline. Reach all the way across. See how close you get. Put your foot down. Left knee, right elbow, crossing the midline, and you might not make it there, but you give it a try. And foot comes down. Okay, I'm going to twist, so my right hand stays here. My left arm opens up. Now, for some with shoulder issues, you might only make it to the side. Others might be able to reach a little higher, okay? So we're going to do this one to the breath. This is the inhale. The exhale, that left hand comes down, through, under, and across to the right hand side. Inhale, open up all the way. Exhale, take it through. It's called thread the needle. Inhale, open up all the way. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring your left hand to your chair. Let's do that same thing on the right hand side. The right hand comes all the way up. This is my better side. And then the right hand comes down through and all the way across to the left hand side as I exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale up. And exhale, thread the needle. Okay, so I've got my hands still on the chair. I'm walking my feet wide apart. And I'll just go at an angle so you can see better what I'm doing. My feet are wide apart. My toes are wide. My heels are narrow. That's because I want to bend my knee, right? And when I bend my knee, I need to know the knee is following that foot so I don't put any undue pressure on the knee. So Skandasana is a yoga pose, and we're going to do a modified Skandasana. Make sure that chair is in a good position because you're going to bend that left knee, straighten that right leg. You might be able to go wider. Bend that left knee, straighten that right leg. So, and then you take this sitting down motion. You don't want to stay here, bend and go over that toe too much. I mean, it's fine if you're secure, but it actually works great if you just kind of make a sitting down motion and you really get that stretch in that inner right thigh. Okay, come back up. Opposite side. Bend the right knee, feel the stretch in the left thigh, and you kind of hang on to that for a little bit. This one you don't want to go too rapidly back and forth. Let's do that again. Bend the left knee, stretch the right thigh, feeling that stretch, taking that sitting down kind of motion. Then you're standing up from that chair, bending that right knee, taking that sitting down motion. And we'll try that again for the last time, bending the left knee and bending the right knee. Okay, bring those feet in a little bit, so I just kind of pivot them to bring them in a little, but I still want my toes wide and my heels narrow. I'm going to lift myself up and try and sit down a little. So you just get where you get to. Bring both of those hands to the outside, right side of the chair. See if you can make your rainbow to the left side of the chair. And back. And rainbow. And back. Quit anytime it gets too much. And rainbow. And last one. Back. Yay. Oh. Straighten those legs. Well, truly, you've done some building in the quads there, for sure, and the core. Okay, let's do that iconic yoga pose, the tree. We've all seen that on postcards and people's websites where they do tree. So we're going to give that a try this morning. My right hand is on the chair. I want to put all my weight on my right leg, and I'm going to stare at something at about 45 degrees ahead of me that doesn't move. So don't stare at me. So choose, below your TV, the floor line, anything but the dog or me, because the dog will move and I'll move. You want something that will not move. Put all your weight on that right leg. Bring that left toe to the floor beside your right ankle and point the left knee at a 90-degree angle from the right knee. Remembering that my funky foot is pointing one way and whatever. But my knee is pointing straight. That's the important part. Okay. And I'm going to lift that toe off the floor and put it on my calf. Now I'm still holding on to the chair. So a reminder that in balance, you need to get frustrated. You need to get really frustrated. So if you're fighting for your balance right here, then you're good enough. Okay, then that's good enough. And so this week, while you're waiting for your Keurig to drip and you're standing by the cupboard, this is what you're going to do. You're going to practice tree balance. So see if you can get light on those fingers. See if you can get to a fingernail. See if you can actually lift that hand off the chair. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. So you just kind of fight for that. And of course, if you're on your yoga mat, step off your yoga mat onto the hard flooring. Way easier. And release. And we take it to the other side. So you can move your chair or you can move you. Whatever works. We're going to do all that on the other side. My left leg is my pillar of strength. I find something to stare at that isn't going to move, so I'm not going to look at me, that's for sure. And then my right knee points in a 90-degree from my left knee. I drag that toe in to cup the ankle. When I'm pretty sure I've got everything at 90 degrees or as close as I can make it, I lift that foot to cup my calf. And then I fight for my balance and try and get to my fingertips and to my fingernail, and maybe I can even take my hand off the chair. And I fight and I fight and I get frustrated, and I know for a fact I'll practice this at my coffee break. And release. Woo! So when you're done here and you're going for your coffee, you know you got to do it again, right? Okay, let's have a seat. So we've been using the inner thighs and outer thighs quite a bit, so I'm going to bring the heels of my feet together, or as close together as I can. I hope you can see that in there. I don't know if you can, but my heels are together, my knees are wide apart, and I want to get my shoulders over my hips to have like superior posture if I can, and just hold. I can really feel that on the upper part of the leg there. Just holding that, and then bring those knees together and do the opposite. Take them out to the side, pull those knees in, push towards each other. Again, get those shoulders over the hips with good posture. And release. We want to do one, thread the needle while we're seated. So threading the needle while you're seated, you bring your left hand across to your right. And as you lean forward, you're pushing on this arm so that that left hand goes further off to the right. And it kind of looks like that. So go ahead and try that. Get to where you get to. It all depends on, well, quite frankly, it depends on how well endowed we are, men and women. And come up and over to the other side. And again. So it just depends on your physique, you know, like some of us have the bigger chest and some of us have a bigger abdomen. And that's what decides how far down you can get with this. But it is a really good shoulder stretch, so come on out of that. Push yourself back into your chair so that your lower back is pressed against the back of the chair. And if you liked the video, or if you feel that it did something good for you, then please tap like or share or subscribe, and it gets out to more folks. So thank you for that. Okay, pressing my lower back into the chair, go ahead and close your eyes. Just take a moment to get quite comfortable. Try and release any tension in the various body parts. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, think of one thing that you have gratitude for in your life. So is it access to YouTube so you can do chair yoga? Is it your grandchildren? Is it a friend? Is it, you know, what is it? There's probably something in your life that you are grateful for almost every day. So inhale. Think about that thing, whatever it is, and exhale. And of course, we have many things, but trying to choose one. As you inhale, let that feeling of gratitude just fill you up from head to toe. Gratefulness. And one more time. That feeling of gratefulness that gets you in the right frame of mind for your day. And then you can slowly open your eyes. And again, I thank you for joining me and for sharing chair yoga with friends. And I truly appreciate that. So may your inner light shine for all to see. Namaste.